Okay, all right. So today we are working on this Jeep. You know, it's always a good day when you get to work on a Jeep.
What year is this thing?
This is a 2015 2.4 liter. So today we got to change these parts over here. 2 idler pulleys, tensioner pulley, and a belt.
Let's see how difficult this is going to be.
Yeah, let's start having some fun, I guess, right?
All right, so this is one of the pulleys we're going to be removing here. And then directly under that, let's see if I can focus in. Right there, that will be the belt tensioner that we're going to be replacing. And then directly under that, if you can reach it from here, that's the other idler pulley we'll be replacing. Let's see if we can get it from the bottom here. That would be the lower idler pulley. That's good. And right there is the tensioner. First step, you got to remove the coolant reservoir.
Being held on by one 13mm bolt.
All right.
All right. Fucking wedge this thing in over here out of our motherfucking way. Okay. All right. Step 2. We got to jack up the car so we can pull off that wheel well and have access to some of those pulleys. All right.
Frame. Now I'm just got to take the wheel off and then put some jack stands under. And this baby light. 9:30 seconds.
Yep.
To get these 3 bolts off. These tiny boys. Pop it right out.
So it's a whole thing, yeah.
Alright. Maybe we could just flip it over. Well, that helps a lot,
Yeah,
that's
it
for
does.
sure.
Yeah, it does.
We used a 5/8 wrench from the bottom to
Release the tension.
release the tension on the belt and pull the belt off. Pull the belt off. Pull the belt off.
Got it. Scary.
I felt it starting to blow. I'm like, oh my god, it's actually working.
Yeah, no, I could know it was clicking to me too, bro, like all at once.
So next, we take the top idler pulley off.
Right.
There she is.
Alright, we got the top pulley off. We used a 5/8 wrench. And then, to get the first bolt off of the belt tensioner, we used a 13mm swivel with 2 extensions on the wrench. Let's see if I can get down there. Right there. That's the first bolt. Now the second bolt, to get to it, we have to take the lower idler pulley off first. And to do that, we will also be using the 5/8 wrench. Alright, now that we have removed the lower idler pulley, now we're going to go get that second bolt holding the tensioner on. Again, using the 13mm swivel with the extensions. Once we finally got the bolt out, it seemed like the only way you can get the tensioner out of the engine bay at all was to go from up. And to twist it, you almost had to turn it in 90 degrees in a way to pull it up and get it out. So once you have removed the tensioner, the only thing left to do is to put the new parts back on. So since we took the two pulleys off first and then the tensioner, you want to go in reverse order, meaning now you want to put the tensioner on first and then the pulleys after. Upper idler pulley back on. Again, using the 5/8 wrench. The lower idler pulley back on.
On there.
Onto the belt. Alright, so once we were able to get the belt sitting alongside of the pulleys, we followed this diagram to install it. If you haven't done a job like this before, make sure the ribbed half of the belt sits along the pulleys that have a ribbed surface and vice versa. Make sure the flat side of the belt sits on the pulleys that have a smooth surface. Once we got the belt aligned correctly, Dennis used a 5/8 wrench on the tensioner bolt from the bottom wheel well and turned clockwise to release the spring tension. So I was able to remove the locking pin on the tensioner from the engine bay side. Once the pin is removed, the belt should be tight along the pulleys. Inspect the full root of the belt to confirm it hasn't slipped off a pulley or is not sitting unevenly on a pulley.
So, wrapping up the video, we've done everything we said we were going to do. That's like classic us. It didn't fix the problem though. Still making a ton of noise. We got it diagnosed to
Compressor.
So we'll be back doing the same thing, throwing more parts. Thank you, Jeep, for making quality items.
Yeah. So hopefully that helped you learn how to do that.
Struggle with us.
Yeah.
Right.
All right.
God bless. We're out.